Yo, everything go? People, welcome to another version of my audio. You know, I am an artist, a talker, a songwriter, and I empower you with the way I think. Understand? Now, this one is called Having an Understanding of the World. And if you into the mindset of getting an education for yourself and to follow the way of the system rule, you have understanding of the world. But what we all experience when we get the education, like I said it before, you're overqualified and you can't get no job. You have to go somewhere else and do something else apart from what you go to school for. So what that lead to now, many people just went back into the slum and plunge again, understand? No, but the smart one use the education and better off themselves, like open business and do things for themselves. And those who do not have a high school diploma or a degree, they hustle and they become carpenter and they strive and do other things. Some rap, some sings, and some are successful at it, and some don't. That's just one point of understanding the way of the world. And after a while, you'll notice you have a bunch of friends growing up, and then few stick around and some don't. And then after a while, it's just you by yourself. And then you realize, I can't party like I used to. I can't drink like I used to. I can drive reckless and do all that things I used to. Understand? And that what that call now you have understanding that everything's have levels. You have a smoker level, a dress level, relationship level. A point where you say, I'm growing up now. I can't do that no more. And understand I have children. I have to just set a foundation. I have to set an example. Understand I have to let them look up to me by doing certain things and provide food on the table and all sorts of knickknacks come with that. But what happened now, some of us not down, move back to our mama house and we have to start over from scratch. That's what I'm trying to tell you, having an understanding of the world. You might have it now, and then in a minute or two you might not. You understand? So when you have things flowing for you, you have to make sure you look at the upside and the downside and say, well, if this happened to me, if I should lose all this right here, I am going to fall back right here. Now, over here, they're charging too much taxes. Let me take it from here and put it over there. Or this country do not tolerate this way, but down here, I could maintain it over here, so let's get it down there. You understand? These are some of the things, and you have to understand we're living in a world where the system is against you and the system is with you. How the system is against you, if you try to have the same thing, they will attack you. But if you work, they give you, every year, you file income tax and give you about a little money. And they work with you by giving you loan. You understand? You want a car, you get a loan. You want a business, you get a business loan. You want to do a website, you get a website business loan. You understand? You want to do music, open a record label, you get a record label business loan. It's the same thing as business loan. And the system work with you. But some these people that work with you, they are a private company or they are a part of the government. You have to have an understanding of the world, where you are. And then if your credit is the main key, what a lot of people don't realize, you do not have to have a lot of money to have a business in your hand, or have $1 million or 500,000 or 300,000 in your hand. You just to have a clean credit. I said just to have a clean credit. Build up your credit score is the main key to have anything in this world. If you have a good credit, you could go apply for loans. But when you're doing these things, you must have an understanding of the world. You have to figure out how you're going to pay back the loan and how you're going to establish yourself. What kind of loan are you getting? You're getting a loan that when you get what you have, would it be paying you back a 10 grand a week, a 5 grand a week, a 3 grand a week? Don't just get up and say I'm gonna get a loan and do not know how to pay it back. A house loan, no, that's different. You're on your job and you're working with your your lover, yourself, you understand? And you can balance that, but you also look at the other side. You get in a home with someone that you're married and you don't have your children with, and that person can walk out and you lose all that and fall back on your feet. You understand? You have to look at how you do that. Understand? I think if you're gonna do that, you gotta look at the side where, well, if this woman leave or this man leave, you know how I'm going to balance back the loan because my credit gonna be plunged down. These are some of the things that you have to look at. Understand? You have to have an understanding of the world. If you're a black man, you gotta look at how black man being treated. If you're a black woman, you have to look at how you're being treated. What kind of job, the higher you, what kind of company you are in, what level you are, who controlling. You see a lot of them in the front, the singing, dancing, partying. You have to figure out who control that. What kind of corporation gonna hire you when you left from there? In your community, where you're at, who in the community are judges and lawyers. You understand? You gotta look at what part of the world let you in as a black person. If you check it, the most black people, they create their own way. And if they're on the job, they give them hell. You got to look at these things, You got to always look at these things to understand the world. Because when you have an understanding, there's certain things you won't do. There's certain things you won't say. There's certain places you won't go. There's certain approach you won't have. Something, so the best thing you want to do, you want to construct it and deal with what's going to attack you when you construct it. That's how it goes. But when you have, understanding, if, your children don't grow up and have children, and if you have certain point, you got to watch how you speak to your children, because they have, feelings now. They start to see things different. You got to adjust to them when they're grown up. You have to look at all the border, all of the angle, all of the levels, all of the surrounding, what you've been through, what did your mother become, what did your father become, what happened to your friends them, what happened to the generations of you, in the community where you live, what happened to your type of people. Did they become successful? Did they get shot down with a gun? At what time, to what age, all of them end up in prison? You gotta have a look at the world to understand what you're dealing with. Are you living in a white man world? Are you living in a white man country? Do you living in a racism country? Do you living in a country where black people have things? Do you live in a country where your race have things? Understand? Puerto Rican, Mexican, white. What is your people facing? Understand? What attack they face? Because black people have attack, but all nations have attack. Understand? And black men always crying, oh, this happened to me. But when I check the Indian, he say the same thing. When I check the white one, he say the same thing. And the Puerto Rican, Mexican, they all say the same thing. They all have a tackle or a challenge that they have to face. That's why you have to have an understanding of the world. And when you become a father and a mother, you teach it to your children. But they know that road you want to take is very serious. Like, for example, music is a very serious road. But people look at it like it's fun and it's easy to do. They're not looking at the murder that comes with it. And the shiesty and the backstabbing and the contract, all of these things you gotta look at. And saying you gotta look at who take the challenge on, and what level did they go, and what peak of they hold. And you understand, you gotta watch these things, man, to have an understanding. Because when you have an understanding of the world, you will carry yourself a little bit different. You understand? You check how you choose a woman. And women will check how they choose a man. Understand? You check the where you're gonna live. If you after you graduate school, I get your diploma, get your degree. And if you do not have it, you gotta check how do I break the struggle track. Understand? Because there's a struggle track. You get trapped by just going to school for the loan. You get trapped by buying a home. You get trapped by having a baby mama. She put you on child support. You get trapped by just getting a car, mess up your credit. You get trapped by friends, set you up, put you in jail, plant something in your car, weed, crack, dope, and all that, and they just put you in jail and stop your future. Instead, you gotta check the levels, man. Once you have an understanding of the world, you will have a better understanding and approach. Some things won't bother you no more. Some things won't even get you upset. You just say, okay, that is another challenge right there. That's another obstacles I have to overcome. That's another obstacles I have to challenge and fight it and see if I could beat it. If I can, then I'll just take myself away and go somewhere to relax. You understand? You gotta know the levels, man. And if you challenge in the world, you gotta watch what you challenge. And if you're opposing things, you gotta watch what you oppose, because some oppose is very dangerous. Understand? So remember to check me out, million, trillion, billion is for no. Yo, wow, everything good.